Hey everybody, my name is Matt Rutter and I'm a representative of the Diamond Challenge competition for high school youth. I am proud to bring you the round number 2 for the online speaker series that's taking place during Global Entrepreneurship Week. This day, the 22nd of November, is when we're all closing up a great week of Global Entrepreneurship Week, and we're happy to have you guys listening in. Hopefully a lot of you are listening in live. If you are listening in live, I'm right now opening up the question and answer box. And so for today's conversation, and I'll introduce our guests in a moment, but for today's conversation, if you have any questions, just go over to the question and answer box, type a question in there, and then in about 40 minutes, we will take a break from my conversation with Igor and with Victoria, and we will start asking your questions for them. If you are following us later and watching this on recording and you have further questions, just send them in to the Diamond Challenge email address. So without further ado, I want to introduce the topic for today's conversation, which is creating a business to change the world. It's an interesting title. And today we have our guests from EduJoc, a Moldovan startup company, Igor and Victoria. Igor and Victoria, how are you doing?
Hello.
We're fine.
Good, good. What did you just come back from doing the past couple days?
We just came back just yesterday. We have been traveling to Copenhagen, where we participated at the Creative Business Cup, and we represented Moldova. In this competition, there was like representatives from 65 countries. It was a challenge for us. It was a great experience. We gained a lot of information, and now we have to digest everything.
Good, yeah. Good. Well, we won't make you digest all of that with us today, but let's, just so the audience has a general idea of what you do, can you give us the 30-second pitch of what your company does? And you may want to use some of the displays that you have behind yourself to explain.
Okay. Elevator pitch, Igor, please.
Elevator pitch, okay. Hello, we're EduJoc team, life learning experts, and we deliver educational solution to Moldova.
For the past 3 years.
Yeah. What we actually do, a lot. Followed the problem on CBC. Actually, they said you guys doing a great job, but you are doing a lot. So we are focused on bringing solutions to our problems that society faced with.
We developed a concept, integrated concept to parents, a solution for parents from Moldova. We produce toys, we sell toys, we
have
organize events,
exactly, and educational parties, and we have a mobile store. So what we actually do, because as you know, actually 30 seconds already.
It's about 30 seconds. Go for it. So do you produce what? Video games? Do you produce television shows? What exactly do you produce?
Not yet. not yet video games.
We produce wooden, eco-friendly toys.
Yeah, and actually we have this concept of story creating model, and we take each of our toy that we either produce, either import, and we test it with our kids. Yeah, so we want to show you something else.
Is that a puzzle?
There's a puzzle, map puzzle of regions of Moldova.
That's how we learn geography, by solving this puzzle. Yeah. And sorry,
Sorry.
Yeah, and we try to create, as I said, create story using these toys, and bring to parents the most effective and the most interesting and the most useful educational toys, and to make them aware of this education through playing, and tell them that it's more important to invest in their kids. I mean, spend more time than money. And learning. I heard in Copenhagen that learning. Some of the Lego guys said that it's not appropriate to say learning because education is in school. So what we are doing, we're doing learning, actually, learning through play and
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so you're both pretty young and you are already starting a company. What was it that got you to the point of starting a company? What was the problem that you're trying to solve?
Actually, both of us were in Romania. I was studying in Romania, and Igor was working already in Romania. And out of our friends asked us to bring some educational toys from Romania, and we said, why not to give this opportunity to more kids? And our mission is to give the opportunity to all the kids from Moldova to have at home at least one educational toy. We did a research, we participated at some contests for young entrepreneurs, we had a lot of good feedback, and then we said, okay, we want to come back in Moldova and start a social business.
Yeah, this was Victoria's reasons. Yeah. I have a friend named Slavik, and he has a daughter, Anna. She was 4 years old back then, like 3 years ago.
About what time was this? What year?
3 years ago.
2011.
Because we started as a pilot project like half a year, and we registered our LTD after like more than 6 months. So at the beginning we test the model, test the concept and the products. So I was talking about my friend's daughter Anna. She was 4 years old, and they really have this TV problem. She was often abandoned in front of TV because at the countryside it was very easy to just leave your kids in front of TV because you have a lot of work to do. And this friend of mine said that she has a lot of problem. Her daughter, as she's nervous, agitated, and then threw a fit when the TV was off. And also she have big problems in communication and giving back, and even lost her ability to play. And I decide I will help with this matter because there are not so many people who says that. I mean, they face with this problem, but they don't recognize this problem. And with another friend was psychologist, we start to help my friend, and in about a few months we managed to have good results. Yeah.
Yeah, so real basically, the problem that you were seeing was the fact that students spend, or young people in general, spend too much time in front of a television, and because of that, if I understood you correctly, they are not contributing in the storytelling process. They don't know how to play anymore. They don't know how to fantasize and create their own fairy tales or their own stories. Is that right?
Yeah, not exactly students. I'm talking about those little kids who 2 age, 3 age, 4 age. And if a student spend in front of screens, it's his problem because he's a grown up. But those kids are a big problem because it's the new generation that's come up. So we said that we will help our society to solve this issue, and to create a movement, and we will bring back those educational and good toys that helped me to become a successful engineer.
And remember the world how to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. So remind the world how to play. If we've forgotten how to play, if we stick our kids in front of a television, you're trying to help them remember exactly how to tell the stories. So. Now, I have a follow-up question. How did you move from just thinking that this is an interesting problem, this is something that you wanted to be a part of solving, to actually starting a company? There are some people who may start a project, they may start an NGO. Why did you choose to start a company to solve this problem?
Yeah, for the beginning it was a debate between us to make an NGO or association or an LTD, and we've been participated at the international project in Riga, where we have been visiting some social entrepreneurs, and we have seen that they actually are an LTD and they're doing real business, helping their society.
Yeah, and they're making money, and they follow their dreams, and they're helping society. And so we decided to create, and we really wanted to go to come back in Moldova, because as I said, as I mentioned, I was a successful engineer in Bucharest back then, and I really has a good salary, earn a lot of money, but I wasn't that fulfilled and satisfied by myself, but what I'm doing in this life. So that's why we said, let's do a social venture in Moldova and see how it will.
And how it began to grow. We began with 10 toys, then our collection grew to 500, and now our collection are more than 1,000 of educational toys for all ages, from 1 to 99 years old. From
Wow.
all over the world, we have toys.
And what is the span of educational toys? Exactly how do the students learn how to play, or how do they learn how to tell stories with using your toys?
It's actually these simple wooden toys at the first side. They are giving value by creating stories, because like maybe we can see just 6 blocks linked to an elastic, but after some hours, maybe after some days of playing, you came up with some new shapes, new ideas, and then when you bring all the shapes one after one, you can make the story.
Actually, we're organizing a lot of events and trainings with this storytelling concept, and we are actually playing with them. We are giving task to participants, and are showing all this concept of story creating. It's a in holy philosophy.
Yeah.
I explain it in a few minutes. We have to play. We have to meet and give this pleasure of playing. I will give some.
That's why in our
resources.
store, any toy can be opened, tested, tried, and discover a new way of playing with it.
Yeah, we have an office or office for experts, and every kid can sit down and just discover and play with any toy that we have here in our shelves.
That's cool. That's cool. So the people using your toys are 1, 2, 3 years old. They're not going to be buying the toys for themselves. Do the parents, do the people who are actually have the money to pay for the toys, do they recognize this problem, or are you having to convince your customers that they have a problem of not engaging their children like they would like?
That was the reason that we started up actually in those 6 months. We discovered a lot of parents that are aware of this problem and aware of lack of educational toys and resources in Moldova, and they all said that, look, they are very expensive on our market and we could not find them. So that actually was the main reason that we start, and it's our engine of growing, because if we don't, if we won't have those parents that will say that if I have problem, probably
Yeah.
will shut down the.
Of
the
course,
business.
there are other parts that we educate them. Yeah, we educate people to choose appropriate toy for their kids.
Yeah, it's another campaign. Yeah, and we gain a lot of new parents. Because I organize these trainings on countryside. We are going with our experts to all cities, all villages, and just promote this concept of education through playing. I'm just giving them for free opportunity to try the toys, to play with them, and I'm explaining to them all the advantages of
playing with some simple blocks.
Yeah.
Right, right. And that makes sense in the context of the conversation tonight, where you wanted to create this business in order to solve a problem. You didn't see other people, other governments, other programs that were really able to solve it well. And so it sounds like you first started creating toys, and then you started creating these trainings that were free, but eventually they helped you make more money by selling toys at the trainings. Is that right?
After trainings, more people at the trainings, they discover about us, about the toys we had, and then they come back.
Actually, we start as a retailer, and then after half of the year, or after 1 year, we start to collaborate with some workshops from here, and we start our own collection. And by this time, we already
the bigger collection of toys
and
made in
have
Moldova.
services as educational parties. And for us, we needed to grow. We needed to understand the market and the needs, and to gain some experience, because to start to create something, you gotta have this background, you gotta have experience and knowledge, and or at least to test the market. So for the beginning, it was just a retailer shop, but we had this mission from the start. We wanted to provide only educational toys in our store. So you won't find here like modern toys. In
Our business model was somehow flexible in the beginning. We changed modulated our concept of business.
Yeah. And when you were doing that in the very beginning, did you notice that it was easier for you to have connections and understand your clients better after offering them something for free? I've heard some entrepreneurs before tell me that you can go to a large toy store or a large store and try to give your product and sell it in the midst of thousands of other products, but what you were doing is offering parents something valuable, a training on how to better play with their kids, how to better teach their kids and have their kids learn. And you also offered them a way to buy some extra tools to make that happen. What did you learn in that process about your customers and about the needs that they have?
So even in the beginning, we did a questionnaire where we had some important questions, and we had like 100 of parents who answered, and that helped a lot to us to understand what price they're ready to give, what kind of toys, or for what age they're looking oftenly in toys, and these kind of questions.
Okay. And from that, did you make any changes to your business plan or to your business model, the way that you made a product or the types of products that you used?
Like in these 3 years since we started our business plan changed like 10 of times.
That's how actually we start our own production, because they were telling us some tips, or they were telling what they need, and we start to adapt some toys. We start to custom made some toys that they are really need.
Actually, it's very important to listen to your customer. They're telling you everything, like all they need.
It is the most powerful tool entrepreneurs should use, to listen and to put the right questions to their customer, because that's how we actually made this puzzle map. Mm-hmm. And that's how we improve it, by giving to our clients
the opportunity to help us to make it better, to improve it.
And we are telling them, look, see us as a friend, and really tell us what we are doing wrong, because we want to grow up for you. We want to help you, so help us to help you. And we have this community of education through play followers that are really helping us, and they are providing a lot of ideas, a lot of. Even today, has a mommy that said, "Look, we want some doll house, and she even brought some pictures from online, and she said, and in the house where I'm living, there are 10 of other mommies that said, if you will do it, we will buy it. So and actually what we have a very interesting campaign. It's take with you two neighbors, and you will get this uh, delivery
Free
for free.
delivery.
We have this educational toy van, and we go directly to the door of our clients' house because they are complaining that have no time to play with kids, have no time to go to store. So we said, okay, we will bring the toy to your door. And one of them said, I don't want to pay for delivery. It's 20 lei, but still, I'm buying a 30 lei toy. I don't want to have like. And she said, I will invite two other of my friends to see your collection of toy. And you said like, wow, it's a great idea. And then I start this campaign like, you get free delivery, and we'll come to you even though you don't want to buy. Yeah, you just want to see what we have new, and we come if you are three of you. So every hour delivery now it's a presentation actually, and that mommy is doing our job because she convinced them that we have a collection of toys and we have good prices and we have like, so that's listening to our clients, and it's very
And that's perfect. And I want to make sure that we make a note so that our listeners, the Diamond Challenge students, are hearing this, because we've been telling them they need to get out, they need to speak with customers, they need to try to understand what they like about the product or the idea. And what you're saying is that you actually learned a new way to advertise, a new way to make money because of listening to your customers and actually understanding a problem, an additional problem. It's not just that the children are sitting in front of a television that's a problem. You're also solving the problem of too little time to buy the right toys, right? And so you, it sounds like, adapted your business model. You added something to what you do because of what a customer said, right?
another situation is how we start to provide services. We never thought that we will provide services. We was in those festivals with our workshops, with the building sets, and one of our clients, parents, come to us said, look, next month it's my son's birthday. He was 20 years old, 12 years old kid. Was a very intelligent boy, and he said, look, I want to make something special during his birthday party, and we are kind of disappointed in our clowns. They're not creative at all. So would you like to come to his birthday party with all this stuff? And I said, come on, we are a toy store. I will pay you as much as you will ask, just come. And it was like another, wow, why not? And now we are making a lot of money, more money from services than private. And even when I said them to those jury members from CBC, they said, look, this mobile concept, it's genius, and we didn't heard about it. And if you will come just with this thing, it will definitely go very good. And we have this 1.5 hour session with Ted Ziller from Kaufman Foundation, and he said, if you want to go this direction, we can make a model that can be franchised all over the world. So I'm interested to invest in your venture. We need to make that database with the trainings. What about all that information, how to make it.
Build the curriculum.
Yeah, exactly. Because there are a lot of information that we have to provide to.
And that's great. I want to get into that a little bit deeper in a minute when we're talking about investment. But on that topic in general, we have a question from Vlad about what was your budget in the beginning? And as you were just starting the company, what were some of the challenges financially, and how were you able to grow?
Yeah.
Actually, our first contest that we participated, I won $500, and we bought a camera to make photos of toys, and I paid the boy who made our online store that you can see now, EduJoc.md or .eu, and that's how we launched our business actually on social media, our website, and the camera, photo camera. I was doing the pictures of toys at my home on the table.
I think like in numbers because we also bought some toys to have and then what else do we did but we invest actually more in toys that we are going to retail, and it was like 2,000 euros, something like this. But the most important was our time that we invest in social media and in searching and promoting and going by ourselves on deliveries and
like all the deliveries we made by ourselves. We ask, we show, we speak a lot of our
we start with the training with actually an workshop. Yeah, we hire a photographer and a cameraman, and we invite some
mummies of kids, and we said
just
come
provide
and
them.
play. We bring some educational toys, come and test them. Yeah. And after this workshop, they said, "Wow, we want it more often. We want this kind of toys in Moldova."
And you were pretty young at the time, right? When just starting this, it was only 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Pretty young.
So the audience that we're talking to are Lyceum students in Moldova. We've got some teams from America listening in. We've got a few African countries and Georgia as well listening in. But these are students 16, 17, 18 years old. There's a lot of people who may be telling them they're too young to start a company, or they're too young to be able to do something new and innovative. They don't have enough money. How would you respond to someone with those questions in their mind if they don't have a large budget at the beginning?
I was a student at that time, and even our first half of year, even first year of activity, we have been in Romania, and we were managing our business through internet, through phone, or coming like actually very often back to Chisinau. And the finance is not a problem because nowadays there are a lot of opportunities. There are a lot of investors, angel investors, contests. We won like 3 or 4 contests. We won. Just you have to write by your own the business plan and to have the time to invest in your time, to invest in yourself, in your education, to read more about the domain you want to make your business, to be very informed in the field you want to make your business. And if you're there in this,
I think that also the money is not that important. The more important is the team, your knowledge and your courage. Because back then we had this opportunity to take some money, loans from parents and from friends, but we didn't have courage to invest those money because we didn't have this set up business, we didn't have this experience, and it took us these 3 years to learn and to be in this market and to learn how to sell, to learn how to negotiate, and to gain courage. Because if now I will open a business, I will definitely take, if I will reopen the EduJoc business, I will definitely invest like at least 10,000 euros.
We'll find from where.
Of course, we have this courage now, but back then we didn't. So if they want to start a business, they should start it today, now, and actually they will learn something that they cannot read in books or trainings, or they just have to be and sell and resell and
like make one product, negotiate. Try to sell it and see how.
Because they will earn a lot of experience that it's most valuable than anything else. Because for us, we said as a beginning, it will be an MBA, a live MBA for us. This venture.
We wanted to make at the time MBA. We're making the business, and we decided to make the business and not the MBA.
Because we are here in the market and with clients, with customers, with all this madness. So we said, let it be.
That's
Yeah.
great. That's great. So one thing I wanted to dig in is you gave us 3 points. You went over the courage point. You also mentioned team. How is that important? Why is that important?
It's very important to have a creative team, to have experts from like different fields, uh, to have
Passionate,
passionate
passionate
people,
people, yeah. And people motivated, people that
that you share the same values.
yeah, and know why they are doing this. It's a very tough question actually. We're all the time put this question, this why are doing, and it's very important that every in your team have like similar answer with this question, because back to money are not that important. We you want to you need to see more and to
Yeah, because if
desire
you're doing
more.
a business, you have to be aware that you can grow with this business.
In CBC, actually, there was a big point on team. They said like a lot of speakers that the team is critical, is very important. Actually, teams team is helping to grow up and to develop and to
Because everyone comes with new ideas or of new vision, not new vision, but new
concept.
um,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Everyone's bringing something new to the table. Now, with that, how did you know that you had the right team? How did you know you had the right people in the room?
Yeah, we start only two of us, and we kind of have like the same direction. Uh, and
but it's very good that I was very good on marketing and online stuff, and Igor was very good in negotiating and logistics.
and sales.
And we somehow completed each other in this team. And from the beginning, like for first 1 year and a half, we have been doing everything. And after 1 year and a half, Igor was known know how to make everything online, and I know how to make all logistics. But now we have a bigger team who is helping us, and we have mothers who are joined our team.
And
It's quite
on this topic of wanting to make a change in the world and using your business to change the world, how important is it when developing the culture of your company for the employees to really buy in to the need, the problem that you're solving, that there are students out there, there are young people, babies and kids out there all throughout the world that don't know how to play, they don't know how to engage people. Is that something that you have a conversation with every one of the potential employees about? And even if they're really talented, is that something that is required in order to be a part of your team?
I have a very very interesting test. I'm providing them some cubes with some images and just ask them to create a story. For me, it's very important that they're open-minded, they're creative, and they can like instantly come up with some very interesting idea. And this was my first test. I was giving them everyone who came here these cubes, and just ask to throw them away and create me a story. And that's how I see what his potential is. And I'm playing like 1 hour with that person and discover more than 1 year discussion. And yeah.
Actually, for example, one employee of our was our client, a mom with 2 kids, and when we said that we're looking for someone to join our team, she said, "Okay, I'll be very glad."
That's great. So one of the big values for your company is creativity and just being fun. Is that right?
Being fun, open-minded.
In Moldova, we have a big problem with finding team because it's this surviving problem. Yeah, and a lot of young people, a lot of them just focused on the how you should make money, and they're forgetting about being creative and innovative and just helping others. So you see this in a person in few words. You can
Actually,
be
somehow
this
a
problem.
connection. It's from the first sight. From the first time you meet the person, you somehow feel the connection. Or even it's not first time, it's after the second interview, you can feel if it's appropriate to be with this person in team.
Okay, so now you've been open as a business for a few years, and you have grown from 10 toys to, you said 50 toys to over 1,000 toys now. What have you learned from that process of growing? And then after that, I'll ask a question about where are you going after this? Are you going to continue growing?
Actually, we want to grow to open more stores in Moldova, to be more close to our customers, to kids, and we want to expand our business to Europe. And next, our station is Romania. We plan to open two stores in Romania.
We have done like 10 requests of franchising our model, and that's a big challenge for us, and we really want to create this model that can be implemented in other countries, in other cities, and yeah, we want to.
We're working on this now.
We have this small workshop that, and I want it will become a small factory because we are kind of limited. Have now limited production, and we have a lot of interesting ideas. And in Moldova, there are not. We don't find these tools that can make our toys and can create all these ideas. And we want to, of course, expand to have
a bigger collection, more stores,
and a bigger team,
and a small factory.
And GoGo, they came with a proposal to have a campaign in there. We showed them our story with this toy, and they said, "Wow, it's amazing! You can raise a lot of money." So they said, like, please contact me and let's see how we can
make a campaign.
Create a good campaign. And but they said that you need like a new project, a new toy that you are going to make using those money. So now we are thinking about maybe a new product that can go there.
So you have just been at the Creative Business Cup Challenge as a part of Global Entrepreneurship Week. You've spent quite a bit of time the past week over speaking with entrepreneurs from around the world. Are you feeling that there is a growing sense, or there's a growing culture in business to want to make a positive change in the world, to solve a problem and be able to help people using their business? Is that something that you were hearing from others?
In there was like business focused because we were social focused and said, look, guy, we want to hear numbers. Here we are. It's a different contest. We want to see that we'll make millions of dollars. There were like half of participants that have really good solutions for some problem that society faced with, but the main point was to help us to become more business orientated and to grow up and to extend on those international markets. And of course, every new business, every new venture try today to solve something. Otherwise, they could not resist if they're not unique and innovative and creative. It's like something that you should have in your model. Otherwise, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I have a follow-up question to actually just Victoria. In my few years that I've been here in Moldova, I've seen more and more females, more and more young women trying to start companies and get involved in entrepreneurship. What is your experience in being a founder or co-founder of a company been? Has it been any different than Igor's? What do you think?
I actually, I also have seen that like last 2-3 years, there are a lot of projects, campaigns that promote women entrepreneurs. I've been participated in some speeches and at some project also. I don't really feel of a difference. Everybody asking how does it work, how you had the courage to make this.
Yeah, but they, like almost of them, ask for the ID when they see Victoria. There are some, in Moldova, you need to be strong. You need to be like to go and fight with them. So sometimes I'm helping them when it's about fighting and negotiating. You need to hire
A person who is like more fight direction, because like I'm a peaceful person and I am a very listen. I mean.
You listen well and you want to have a conversation. You don't want to try to fight someone.
Yeah.
You have this distributor.
Because even in the beginning, when I was like all the doors are knocking and they're okay. Oh, do you need a business? Oh, it's not difficult, or think more, or they're not encouraging, or they're not saying that good luck. Oh, very nice to see so young entrepreneur.
So Victoria, if you had to say something to the girls that are listening in from the Diamond Challenge, and we have quite a few all female teams, a team of 3 or 4 girls that are working on a business project, what would be your advice to them, or your encouragement to those all female teams?
I learned a lot in these 3 years. Even when we started, I didn't have even I haven't been encouraged even from my family. Everybody said you cannot sell, you cannot. We don't have any entrepreneur in our family. It will be difficult. Why you need this? Go and find a job. Even I had some opportunities from some banks in Romania, and I said no. I will learn. If I don't know, I will learn. And now I know how to negotiate. I know how to ask. I know to knock on the door and ask for help. Even if I didn't know at that time, there are a lot of persons who can help you. There are mentors. There are projects that help me to get to know to other women entrepreneurs, more experienced.
Self-confidence and courage.
Yeah, that's good to hear. All right, so now with the last 15 minutes that we have together, let's go and let's get some of the questions answered from the audience. All right. The first question we'll go with is from Vlad again. He asks, what were the risks when you were starting your business? What were the risks that you identified?
We were like young in the beginning, and we were every step we were doing, we think it a lot, but the risks.
Like you invest those money and you have stocks and you want to be able to sell those toys. So we kind of find in our central market some stores that were selling toys, and make this collaboration with them and said, look, if we won't be able to sell them, can we bring in to give you to a very good price? So they said okay, and that was one main risk for us at that time, and we kind of cover it.
And also we cannot make bigger stocks, and usually when a client wanted this toy, another 3 wanted it, but we had in stock just one of them, and it was somehow difficult to say them, okay, wait for 2 weeks, we'll bring it in 2 weeks or in 5 days. And now we solved it. Now we have a bigger stock. Our risks, it was about the team more, because we were doing everything, and we could not focus on managing the business. We were focused on doing selling, on doing promoting, on doing like everything. But the entrepreneur, what should do? The entrepreneur should manage the business, should delegate his work.
At what point did you know that you needed to hire someone? What made that first decision for you to hire your employee?
It's when
You feel that you have no
more
time to complete all your duties, and
actually it's when we opened the next store, we need a person on sale, a salesperson. Then I said I cannot. I don't have time to manage everything. My to-do list was growing and growing, and they said no, I need a girl to help me.
it was easiest for us to make outsourcing. With trainings, we have some experts, and now it's season like winter season with all these holidays. We also have a list of 10 people that we are taking them part-time, and we have these experts on trainings, also taking them just when we need. And now we have 2 architects and designers in our team, and also they're not
Full-time
hired. We have this nice collaboration with them. We are meeting like once per week and creating some new products, and yeah, I think it's more easily to have this outsourcing, because if you hire someone, you have this risk to.
Better to hire someone more faster than we did, not to get to this point when you say you don't have any more power.
It was about courage. It's about also risk to don't have money to pay for salary. So,
exactly, and yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That one of the risks was not having money to pay the employees that you were trying to hire.
Also, mistakes. We make a lot of mistakes, but that's how we actually learn. Even mistake with pricing, mistake with the.
And the risk, we involved our relatives, because like we had a lot of jobs to make and we asked for help. It was a risk, but it was at the same time it was more confident for us.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Hey, before we get to this next question, what was that like working with family? Or you still are working with family, right?
It's our social part.
Yeah. How is that working with family members?
Victoria said Victoria's father was
working abroad like 10 years, like very long time in different countries. He was trying to work. For him was very difficult, and I said, no, you should come back at home, I will help you to find a job. And I took him in my company. It's quite difficult because he's older, he was learning very slow and very difficult, and like I use a lot of my time to explain
and energy.
But
we have to give them chances.
Did that change your relationship at all with your father, because you are his boss now in some way during the workday, and then you go home and then
like from Monday to
your father?
Saturday from 9 to 5, I'm your boss, but after this time I'm your daughter. There are different roles, but it's difficult at this age to make the difference, or to make maybe you see from other side.
Actually, we also faced same problem, because we were in a relationship back then, and yeah,
You
we
were in a relationship back then?
We are a couple.
now
And now
we are engaged. Yeah, you have to see these relations as separate. Yeah, relationship like love relationship separately, and like business relationship and employee. And when you manage to do that, everything is very simple. But we also need to learn and need to
it takes time,
take
but
time, and
it's difficult to work with family.
That's
sometimes.
good. That's good. All right, we got a few minutes left. Let's keep hitting some questions. Anna commented in and she said, "Welcome home, Victoria and Igor. Happy to hear from you. Tell us about your trip to Denmark. What have you discovered when you were in Denmark? I'm sure that you have some new ideas. Are you able to share with us any ideas that you learned or any ideas that came to you when you were in Denmark?"
Yeah, we want to develop a new project. We want to take in touch. Great. We be in touch with people we met there from Lego Foundation, from Lego company, from
Oh, Lego, the little blocks, the toy blocks, yeah?
because they founded in Denmark, and there have been like senior manager from Lego, from Kaufman,
IKEA.
from IKEA, from Kaufman Foundation, from Indiegogo. We want to make a campaign on Indiegogo,
Oh,
and
well, definitely.
we have a lot of ideas. Follow us on Facebook, on our website, and you will see what we're going to do, and even you are invited to help us and to join our team.
Yeah.
We have your Facebook and website linked into the event page down below, but can you repeat it for us right now? How can people get a hold of you to either ask questions or to buy some of your fun toys?
And even for all participants as Diamond Challenge, we at any question we can answer to you on the phone. You can find the phone on our website edujoc.md, and our Skype ID, and our email, our Facebook is edujoc Jucării Educative, and Одноклассники also if you are there more.
In Denmark, everything was creative. We were really impressed from the first moment when we get on that
Metro.
without driver, and
And
then on every corner we saw so many creative things that we said, come on, we came here to teach, to show them how to be creative. They are really creative. And Denmark is the #1 country in Europe on
investing.
doing business. So yeah, we have a lot of things to learn from them.
We did also research. We've been to toy market stores. We have seen what's going on there.
Yeah, we have a proposal from Lego Foundation to
join
to join their team, and said no, we still have a lot of
things to
things to do
do.
and our mission to complete. So
well, congratulations. I'm glad that you turned it down so that you can be here in Moldova working to develop.
we are waiting for the results. Actually, we didn't unpack our lunch.
Go to.
I see. All right, so let's move on to Anessa's question. She asked, did anybody try to copy your idea yet? Who are your competitors?
Idea, yeah, we had someone on social media that took even our photos and name. We are EduJoc, and they put like EduJoc, like very similar. But I wrote them a message and said, look, it's a mark. We registered, and so if you don't want to have problems, and I kind of said, look, if you are so stupid, I can come and help you to create your own brand. And they changed the name. But we are a social venture, so in this social model, if someone comes to us and said we want to do EduJoc in Belt or in Gain, we are ready to deliver all the model just to help society, just to help kids and parents and its educational system. So we don't have problems with this copying stuff. And our competitors, we transform them in our partners, because we have partnership with a lot of them. A lot of those who have like the same mission, same value, some value.
And this is interesting, something that you don't see with a lot of companies. Because you are doing this in order to make a change in the world, in order to solve some problems that the world has, you would rather, from what I'm hearing from you, you would rather help competitors develop in other parts of the country or other parts of Europe in order to help those people rather than force all of your competitors to not exist or for them to never open. Your goal is to solve this problem of helping the world remember how to learn. Would you agree with that? And that is what is motivating you to support potential competitors?
Exactly, yeah. And yeah,
The toy market is the biggest in the world, so there is space for anybody, and there are a lot of toys. The mentality is growing. Actually, like our competitors, yeah, they are our partners. We have our advantages. They maybe have their advantages, and every customer is choosing with whom to work with.
what's the biggest advantage of us is that we have a very strong team and the creative team, and we are focused on every time creating something new than rather to think about someone will copy our toys. So okay, just make them. If they are that good and helping our kids, we will create some new and new, and that's our focus on for now.
And also for us, it's very important. Every client, we are friends with almost of all of them. We ask how they do, how did they like. If they don't like, we give a guarantee. If they don't like a toy, they can bring it back or change it to something else. Because usually parents choose, and there are situations when kids maybe don't like the toy.
Yeah, because parents are choosing toys for them, not for their kids.
All right, two more quick questions we've got, and then we'll call this at the end. So Vlad asked, what was the hard part in the beginning about the documents? How difficult was it to register your business, to start your business here in Moldova? What was the legal process like?
Very easy.
In Moldova, it's actually easy. You need just the ID and some money. I think 5.
In 1 week it will be ready. For me it was harder in Romania because I wasn't able to do it by myself, so I should hire a lawyer and I pay him like 300 euros to make that. But here it's very simple. Really, this part wasn't a problem. But
okay, so those teams that are looking to finish school and during university start their company and work on their company, it's a legitimate process. It's very possible for them to do that at a young age.
yeah,
It's affordable. It's not difficult.
And they really change those who are making this and really helpful in that office. I mean, like not communists saying like, what do you want from us?
Just ask the consultant or ask in the office you go, ask all the questions you had, and they will answer.
Really helping.
That's good to know. That's good to know. And if they have any questions on that process, can they reach out to you and ask how you did it?
Sure. Of course.
Good. Okay. One last question from the audience. It's from Victoria, and she asked, was it hard to form a good team? We already talked about team a little bit. How hard was it to form that first team? And usually there are going to be people who don't agree. And in general, when people did not agree on decisions, how did you deal with such situations? And what do you do if members on your team do not agree?
Actually, we involve our team members in our decision making, in our strategy. We ask them, how do you think about this? What do you think about this? How can we improve something? And we take in consideration their decision, but in the end, of course, we decide. But usually, we form a team and we somehow have the same values, and we encourage them to be involved in any ways in our company.
And actually, we encourage them to make decisions and choices, and to even have this opportunity to come up with some interesting stuff. This was and is still is the biggest challenge. Find and to form this team, and we have this rule like hiring very slow and unhiring very fast. Yeah,
that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so we have 1 more minute left. I already asked Victoria, so Igor, I'm going to ask you. We have a bunch of high school students listening in. What would your one piece of advice or encouragement be for the high school students who are thinking of starting their own company here in Moldova or in other developing nations? What would you say? Or in America, we have some listeners as well. So what would your advice be?
I encourage them to act like tomorrow, today, and to set this mental thinking, entrepreneurial thinking. So in order to become an entrepreneur, you have to do this entrepreneurial thing. You have to learn to sell, yeah, and to negotiate. So be creative, be courage, brave, yeah, and don't give up. Never give up, because we have a lot of situations when we said we are closing, we are shutting down, but you have never give up, and you have to be very focused on what you are doing, and yeah, and in the end you will definitely come to results, but you have to work and
yeah. Nowadays there is a lot of information everywhere. You should be informed. You should read, follow some entrepreneurs that you like, some businesses that you like. Do what you like, and if you will be good in your field, in what you are doing, people will come to you. You'll not be the person that will knock in the doors and ask for help if you don't know, if you need any information, any help, anything. There are person open-minded who can help you. Participate in all the contests and all the challenges and opportunities you find.
Get out. No, don't stay in home.
There you'll get feedback. There you'll get networking. You'll get to know other people, and in this way, maybe you can find a team worker who can join your team.
And yeah, tell to everyone about your ideas. Really, don't be afraid
Share your idea.
That anyone will steal it from you. There is not, for us, like there was not such thing that someone.
The idea is just 1% from
the whole
the business. Like 99% is work.
This is great. It's hard for me to cut you off because I want to ask more questions about that, but we'll have to talk about them offline. And I want to say thank you guys so much for joining us. It was a great conversation. I know that the students will get a lot out of it. I learned a lot from it. And when people want to get in touch with you, if they want to ask questions or possibly purchase some toys, where could they actually go? Where's your store located?
It's on Gagarin 3. It's next to train station, in the back of Queen's store, and it's open from Monday till Saturday from 9 to 5. But usually we stay here even at 9 o'clock. Just call us.
But if you don't have time, just make a simple phone call, and we will organize a full van of educational toys, and we will come to the door. Yeah, you can see the door of your house.
And don't forget, we have a toys from 1 to 99 years old.
Yeah, you can definitely find your favorite.
That's great. I don't think we can end it any better than that. So thank you guys so much for joining us. It was a pleasure to have you. For all of the Diamond Challenge listeners who are participating, thank you for the questions. Thank you for all of the participation. We look forward to putting up the next video, the final part of the online speaker series sometime tonight or tomorrow morning. That's happening live over in Delaware. And again, thank you for being a part of the Diamond Challenge. We're excited to, in the coming months, hear all of your business ideas and actually be able to see some progress that you've made. If you need any support or any suggestions from us, reach out to us at our Facebook pages or our email address or Twitter. And we look forward to seeing you guys in a couple months. Have a great evening. Thanks, guys.
Bye bye. Good luck.